Within 8 seconds of looking at a photo of your house online, a buyer can decide whether or not they even want to go look at it. In this video, we're going to talk about why staging your home is so important. So here's the 4 things that we think will help you out. Let's go check it out. Hi, this is Denise from Vivid Lifestyle Realty, your go-to source for all things real estate and lifestyle in beautiful Corona, California. And here are the 4 tips. Number 1, we're going to talk about lighting. So staging is just not about furniture and ever moving this around, and you definitely want to have good lighting. So when someone walks into your home, it can either feel like a musty dungeon, or it can feel like you're welcoming them into your home and it feels like, I'm home. And that's the feeling that you want to create. So some really simple things, they don't have to be expensive or hard. Just little things can make a big difference. So making sure that your light bulbs are all the same wattage doesn't have to be when you're living there, but when you're selling your home, that's a really important feature, is just to make sure all your light bulbs look the same and they also are the same wattage. That gives kind of that welcoming feel throughout as you're walking through a home. So lighting is really important. That was tip number 1. Tip number 2 is decluttering. We've talked about this many times before. If you walk into a space and it has a ton of furniture and knickknacks and all these different things, that's great when it's your home as well, and you appreciate those things and smile. But when someone else is walking through and they can't get through an aisle, or it looks like a much smaller space than it actually is, that's a very big negative for a lot of people. And sometimes the rest of the tour, like if they just walk in and it's all cluttery, they either will leave or they don't even take the time to imagine themselves there. And that's the thing, people feel and they imagine and they wish and they see themselves in your property. And so you want to create that warm feeling, like when you walk into an amazing hotel and everything's crisp and clean and welcoming, it just makes you want to jump on the bed and stay for ever. So you want to kind of create that same thing. So decluttering, taking all if there's too much furniture, you can take that out and store it in the garage, or pack it up and have it ready to go. You can also take out big furniture pieces. You can take out knickknacks. You can take out any papers or things that maybe you haven't noticed in a few years, but as somebody else walking through, that's kind of the visual lens that you need to see, is if I was walking through this house, or when I walk through a model home, it smells good, it's bright, and it's very open without clutter. So that is tip number 2, declutter. So tip number 3, you want to make sure that some of the most important areas in your home are tip top when someone walks through. That's really the entryway, your living area, and your kitchen are 3 of those spaces. So right when you walk in, that's very important. Curb appeal as you're walking up, and right when you walk in the door, that sets the tone for how they're going to view the rest of the house and how they're going to feel as they view the rest of the house. So the entryway should be free of clutter and easily accessible, ready to walk in, and that's the first judgment they're going to have of your home, is the curb appeal and when they walk in the front door, which also usually leads them to a main living area, a living room, and then your kitchen. And those 2 places are where, as you know, where everybody, your family, when people come over, that's where a lot of people hang out. And so that is really important, that those areas, they're going to picture those areas themselves in those areas right away. So please make sure that you open those areas up, they're well lit, and you make those kind of focal points, because they are going to be putting themselves, if I was in this chair, if my family was here, and etc. And that's exactly the kind of feeling that you want them to picture themselves in your home. And then tip number 4, as they're going through the bedrooms in the home, you want to make sure that a lot of people will just have a sheet or crumpled up or just a thrown blanket on there. And really the same thing as I was talking about the hotel. When you walk into a hotel room, if the bed was unmade and everything, you'd be like, ew, you know, that's not exactly what you pictured, and it doesn't make you feel good. And so if you have even, you know, you can get some really great things on Amazon or Marshalls or Target that don't have to be super expensive or anything, but you just want to make sure that you have some kind of a comforter set on there, like with maybe some, or a comforter with some matching pillows, maybe the bed skirt that comes with it, just to where it's nice and fluffy and crisp and clean, and it welcomes them in and really makes them pictures themselves or their kids in that area. That goes such a long way. And same thing with couches or anything, adding a little bit of throw pillows on there that really, you know, make it look welcoming and comfortable. That is what it's all about. So as you can see, these simple things can make a big difference when people are viewing your home, and we want them to see it in the best light possible. So if you have any questions of your own about staging or real estate in general, please call or text me and we can set up a time to chat or meet, and I can definitely help you through any of the questions or problems that you're having. So if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, hit that bell so we can create more and more videos that provide value to you. That's what it's all about. And you can find us on Instagram, you can find us on Facebook, and you can also go to our website where you can search for properties and see our blogs at vividlifestylerealty.com. And I hope you guys have a great day. See you next time.